Well, welcome back to the channel. This is Memorial Day weekend, and today I'm going to be doing a special smoke on the Kamado Joe that I've never done before, and that's beef ribs. I've been saving up these ribs for almost 2 months now for this occasion. I've never done them before. I've seen all the videos out there, but I'm doing mine just a little bit differently, and my ribs might be a little bit different than what you've ever seen before. So stick around and let's see how they turn out. I'm sure they're going to taste great. Well, here they are. Here's the beef ribs. These are from Shipshewana, Indiana. And you say, why are they from there? Well, that is an Amish community, and we had been there years before. And a few weeks ago, we had to be up in northern Ohio, and we said, well, let's just swing by Shipshewana. And they have great shopping there for all kinds of food. And I was looking for beef ribs. And they had beef ribs. And I bought 2 of these packages here. They were $26 each, and in each package is 2 4-bone racks of beef ribs. It was $3.99 per pound, and wow, that is really a great bargain. So if you're ever in the area of Shipshewana, check out the name you see here on this label, and they've got some great meat in there. As a bonus, I'll also be smoking some Anaheim peppers. Now these peppers look pretty much like a poblano pepper, just not as big, and they aren't really all that hot either. But I'm going to stuff some with some cream cheese. I'm going to add a little barbecue rub to the cream cheese, and to keep the peppers from actually heating up the cream cheese and letting that run out, since they're not wrapped with bacon or something like that to protect them, I'm going to put some thin slices of yellow squash on top of them just as a heat barrier for the cream cheese. So we'll see that a little bit later on. But the preparation for the ribs is real simple. You can do it pretty much as you would do any brisket. But with these, I salted them down moderately, not heavy salt, the day before, wrapped them in butcher paper, put them back in the refrigerator, and let them sit for 24 hours. Then, just before the smoke, I brought them back out, put cracked pepper on them, and then a very little bit of garlic powder. And that's all there was to it. I didn't use a binder or anything like that. I really don't think that's necessary to hold the salt and the pepper and the garlic onto the meat. It's been cooking about 2 hours and 40 minutes at this point. I've opened it up once and I sprayed it down with a 50-50 mixture of water and apple cider vinegar. Although it wasn't showing any signs of drying out, I just wanted to dampen up the edges especially and make sure that the smoke was adhering to the meat. Wow, look at those ribs. They were actually about half that thickness when I put them in, and now they're really thick. And I'm not sure if that's just the nature of the marbling in there that's made the meat swell up, or I suspect that they were vacuum sealed pretty tightly in the package and it probably compressed the meat a good bit, but I don't know. As you can see, this is the 4-bone beef ribs, and they're quite moist now. There's a little bit of marbling, still bubbling at the top. Some bark is starting to form, but not near as much bark as I would like. So I'll spray them down again, and then I'm going to let them continue to go at 270 to 280 degrees is what they're normalized at now. Although the internal right now is reading 180, I'm going to let them go until they're about 198 to right at 200. So at that point, I'm going to pull them off, wrap them in aluminum foil, wrap them again in a towel, and place them inside a cooler so they can rest. And I'm going to rest them for about 2 hours. The smoke is at 3.5 hours right now with internal of 199 degrees. Let's go ahead and open it up. And we'll probe it and see what the temperatures are. Yeah, it feels tender. Probe's going in. I don't think it's quite as tender as I would like it at this point, but it's at 190 degrees internal. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it and let it rest. And I think the resting will finish off the cook. So let me get prepared for the wrap and I'll be right back. To handle the hot meat, I'll be using glove liners, which are cotton liners, and they will insulate you from the heat of the meat. And then nitrile food grade gloves on top of that. Let's take a look at those Anaheim Peppers, stuffed with cream cheese and topped with some yellow squash. And I'm very pleased with this because I was afraid the cream cheese was going to kind of run out the end of the peppers. That's why I had put the squash in there to block that up, and I think it did a pretty good job of doing that. So these are just about ready to come off. They're nice and soft, but I'm gonna let them brown up just a little bit, and I'll meet you inside and we'll slice up those beef ribs. The ribs have been resting in the cooler for 2 hours. Let's open them up and see what they look like. Yeah, they look very nice. Okay, we're gonna cut these up and just see what we've got. Well, they look real nice. These ribs had a lot of marbling in them. There it is. And the peppers were delicious as well. Here's one that was left right there. Well, thanks for watching. Please click the like and the subscribe button. And until next time, eat well, stay safe. Thanks again.